You need to reset your progress, and then click the one that you need to, you want to get rid of.
Okay.
Reset progress is very concerning because you have gear that levels up, and you need to not lose that. So clicking reset sounds like you might lose that. I hate that.
Okay, so it was me.
One of your party members not read the requirements for the city.
That was me. Sorry. Go for it. I was in the menu. That's my bad. Sorry.
One of your party members did not read the requirements for the city.
What the fuck?
Well, it didn't pop it up for me that time, so it wasn't me. Because it popped it up for me the other times.
Let me double check, but I don't have... What? Wait, it says level 1, floor 1, Reaper.
One of your party
Reset your
members
progress.
autocomplete. There.
Try it again.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
It was Andrew
it gave me a
along.
fake. It gave me a fake save that I never played. I have never played Palace of the Dead with a Reaper class, and it was like, yeah, level 1, right? You did that. I was like, what the fuck?
Welcome to the Palace of the Dead. Yeah, I think I did button mash through this quest at some point, and then just walked in, and it was like, this is unplayable, and I left. I just could not do it solo or something. I'm glowing. My weapons are glowing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get glowing weapons here.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so be careful.
Hell's going
Some
on there?
treasure chests can be bombs. Otherwise, have fun. Oh!
I was like, why do I have a feather fan on my back? And I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be my freaking... It's supposed to be my brush. What spells do we even have?
The same spells. You just start at level 1.
This class doesn't exist at level 1.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, it could be rough for expansion classes that start.
I love a Pomander of Steel. What?
Oh man, you're not even ready for some of these.
Level
trust
up
me.
noises. Ow, a landmine. That's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go in the center. Yeah, stick to the.
I don't know what's
stick to the
happening.
sides.
I don't have any idea what's happening.
I'm so thrilled. This is such a funny experience to give to Keith. I love it.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm a level 4 already. Did we even do anything yet?
Yeah, we killed
4 things.
Hell yeah. What do we get? What do we get? A piece of the accursed horde?
The
Let's go.
return. That's probably not good.
All right. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing else here.
What are we doing?
Yeah, so just be careful.
The thing isn't lit up though, so we have to find and kill more things.
You just gotta kill things, level up, and then open treasure chests when you find them, and don't stand too close to each other because a mine will wipe your party. Or turn you all into frogs, whichever one happens first.
Okay, now we can
I think I tried this once and like lost like the first fight or something, and I was like, oh, I don't think I can solo this.
Yeah, it can be rough to solo. I usually solo it with Paladin or Red Mage, so I have a lot of self-sustain.
And then you do need to stand in here in order to continue.
Hit the lever.
I assume at some point there will be a level of combat that requires cooperation.
Yeah. Bosses.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything so far.
I'm not getting near that. Okay.
What is a Pomander of Steel?
It makes it so you take less damage. Or your whole party takes less damage, technically, because the Pomanders work for an entire team.
Does Pomander evolve into Pomrizard? He exploded.
Oh!
See, pro tip, you're not supposed to step on the mines.
Yeah, I did walk against the wall, but they got me on that one. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but see, I didn't kill everybody with me. That's the important part.
My spells don't even finish casting in time.
The blue chests that you just saw, those are the most important. Those increase the power of your arms and armor, and the more that those go up, the stronger you are inside of the area. But also you need those because when they get to a certain point, you can get the glowy weapons permanently. Like you can take them outside of the palace.
That's where I got my big.
It's pretty cool.
Really not it? Or no, it's me. My internet's going out constantly.
Stop it.
Oh! Oh! Nether pomade of steel. Okay, I'm just gonna use it if that's okay with everybody.
People say there's like inventory.
Yeah, there's an entire menu you don't have up, but it's party wide, so we can manage it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't. With this?
Oops,
There's a
never mind.
character info screen. Pomander of Steel, Pomander of Witching. A
Yeah,
piece of
that's
the accursed
Yeah, that's it.
horde. Deathly magics have been cast upon the chest to prevent theft.
Yeah.
Ooh, Pomander of Safety. That will remove the traps from one floor. Oh, I'm a
No!
You seem to have been frog.
right as you said that, it became frog.
Alright, level 8.
Yeah, and this is it. You just kind of do this, and it keeps getting exponentially harder, and the stakes are exponentially higher, and then you win.
Topic of safety. There are no traps on this floor.
Ooh, no traps on this floor. Let's go.
Palace Death Mouse? Let's not be dramatic.
Yes, hell yeah. Okay.
It's from a palace in the kingdom of
Damn it, I want my arms to go up though. I don't care about my fucking armor.
I feel like I foreshadowed this by talking about how it was like to play Diablo 2 with my friends. And then a similar strange experience is just kind of happening over me now. Like waves of ocean.
God, I spent so many hours playing this when it first came out.
Was that like a decade ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I had like 3 different sets of weapons from this thing. And then I just kept getting I pretty much got every single like side thing. You get the like little pets, you get the I think there's a mount, a couple of stuff. Oh, there's a chest in here.
Another visitor.
Hello. Another strength? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Nice feet.
Another
Show
steel?
feet.
Come on, man.
Chat says that the items do not work on your whole party. They work on the person that uses them.
Oh.
What? Is that true?
Yeah. I
that
think
might be
so,
true
'cause
for later
only-
ones.
Only you and I have the steel effect on.
Oh, is it distance? Is it like a radius thing?
No, I think just the ones that buff you are solo, but most of them are like, I removed the
Oh.
traps from this floor, so that affects them.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Ooh. Ah, there's no horde on the floor.
You
Okay.
exploded.
No silence.
You've been silenced and pacified. Goo goo gaga.
30 seconds. Brutal.
Funny, you can't use weapon skills, but you can use quote-unquote abilities.
Whatever that means. Oh, are we done?
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah. Oh, I'm
I
toad.
like the astrologian weapon. It looks neat.
Heath has been silenced and toaded.
Yeah. There's
He's a
layers on
little
this
toady.
one.
Silence toad.
Pop, 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 pop,
Oh, the horde is around here somewhere. I love that. Die, bee. I hate when you don't. Oh, it's a steel. Does someone want to use a pomander of steel?
We can
Thank
just
you.
the boss.
Commander of Witching.
You got a problem with
Fortune.
me, Hippogriff? What I thought.
How long do they last?
The floor.
10? 5 minutes?
Oh, is it 10 floors?
Minutes.
No.
Oh, no,
Mine says
the
7
Pomanders.
minutes.
Oh, okay. Ooh, stand in the spot. Get the chest. Heath, stand in the glowy spot.
Just there.
Yeah.
The accursed horde.
Cursed horde.
So they're not stat upgrades,
So
but they're temporary consumables.
The Pomanders, yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a
the-
pomander?
That's the little balls. Oh, do you not see the
Yeah,
little balls?
but
Do you not-
what's a pomander?
It's a little ball.
I don't know. What's a Pomander with you?
What's the matter with you? What's pomander with you? It's not. Is it a real word?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. If
You
there's one
of all
annoying thing about this
people.
game is that they keep using dumb words that are real.
It
That's
might
like
not,
its one name to
but it starts
throw
with
anything.
palm, which is just makes
So?
means it might be made up Moogle shit.
Fuck.
I'm
Fuck,
silenced.
fuck, fuck.
God damn it.
I'm
Ah.
just gonna hit it. What's the worst that could happen?
You die.
Alright. You can bring me back.
Oh, he final stinged me.
Ooh. Brutal.
Is this thing good or bad? Oh, that's the exit.
Ooh. Pomander of Fortune's nice. We're making good progress.
Yeah.
What floor are we on?
We are entering 8, I believe.
Okay. All right, all right. I think it's every 10 floors is a boss, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
A pomander is an apple of amber, a ball made for perfume such as ambergris, hence the name, or civet musk.
Okay.
I don't know what civet musk is. That sounds fake. You made that up.
Me when I intentionally spread misinformation. They said ambergris, musk, or civet, and I was like, civet musk?
Musky.
That is what they're known for.
Every spell I cast takes 5 seconds.
That reminds me, during Halloween, I was sitting outside and handing candy to people, and we have there's a gate, so that way people can't just get in. And there was a skunk that just kind of stood in the street, looked at the house, looked at me sitting there, and just started running towards where I was, and then just hit the gate and was like, maybe next time, and kind of slowly wandered off and kept looking back. And I was like, what the fuck? What did I do? Also, a lot of people kept thinking I was fake, so I was backlit. So people thought I was just like a fake guy sitting in a chair holding a candy bowl.
You were backlit, so the people didn't think you were a human.
Yeah.
I see. So you did Thanksgiving. Yeah, you did the full Halloween experience somewhere else.
Yes, correct. Oh, well, first of all, you're not going to do Halloween here because recording. Could you imagine having all the doorbells ring?
It happened.
Like once, right? And then you turn off all the lights and close the windows. and
Yes.
then-
I revealed the traps so you can see
fully-
what they look like on the ground now.
I fully hunkered down so that people would not be able to approach me.
Keith heard the doorbell go off once and just called the cops. He was
Yeah.
like, there are kids outside. I need the police.
There's a strange short man trying to break into my house.
He's demanding candy. I want him gone.
He must be
I'm pressing
malnourished. Get him out
charges.
of here.
Yeah, they rang once,
Okay, I think
and then I
that's-
was like, "Oh, it must be like a package or something," and ignored it. And they rang then they rang a second time, and I was like, "Huh? Who would be here?" It's like it was one of our neighbors or something. It was only as I was answering the door, I was like, "Oh, I forgot today is Halloween."
Oh no.
And then I was like, "Sorry, we don't have anything." Bye.
No.
I didn't have anything ready that I knew of.
We don't have anything now.
Some children
strength.
need to learn disappointment.
I mean, we have so many snacks in the house. There's no reason you couldn't just give him like a fucking like anything.
The funny thing is, I had just done a double feature at the theater, and the guy working the check-in counter where you scan your tickets was dressed as Deadpool. And then I went to the grocery store where there's very notably, this is an old lady that was dressed as Weird Barbie shopping at the same time.
I don't think I would clock
Keith is
that
like-
if I saw it in the wild.
Oh yeah, no, it was clearly
love how
weird. It was
Keith is
clearly
just, like,
Weird Barbie,
immune.
like the lady from SNL that played one of the Ghostbusters in the reboot, who played Weird Barbie. It was that exact outfit with the hair and everything,
Nice.
and drawing on her face. Really committed. I was like, oh, that's neat. She's
Wow.
Weird Barbie, and she's just, I guess, shopping for groceries as Weird Barbie today. Okay. So I had multiple reminders that it was Halloween, but I still got blindsided by kids coming by. I just completely forgot. I just kind of moved on to
Keith is just
doing
like-
something else.
It's wacky living in the U.S. People just dress up
Yeah.
like Weird Barbie and go shopping sometimes.
No, I knew it was Halloween at the time when I saw that stuff, and then I just forgot by the time Halloween started.
I don't think I've had trick-or-treaters in over a decade.
It would be really.
decade?
It would
Where
be
did the
weird.
kids go?
It would be weird if you did. I've been to your house.
They trunk or treat.
That is true.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've explained this before, and it's like the equivalent of like Halloween tailgating.
Yep. Yeah. That's where the place I was at. That's what happens pretty much. Is that parents will drive up to houses each individually and then go, like, knocking because there's no streetlights. So you're not going to just walk your child around in the middle of the dark where there are notoriously packs of wolves roaming around. Like, you're not going to do that.
Are we
So-
using the exit?
No
Yeah.
entry point.
What
Are we exiting? We're leaving? We're done? Okay.
Yeah.
is it? Didn't you guys just use the exit? Isn't that's all that's
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
No.
What?
He's not as far as
Wait,
you
what?
are, Andrew. There's an exit, and then after the exit, there's another exit.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
It has a warning like you're gonna lose your progress, and I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
Okay. Are we going further or are we done for the night?
One moment, there's a cutscene.
I'm somewhere now.
The feet have a lady attached to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plot
So now we
twist.
can choose if we want to exit and save our progress, or if we want to do another 10 floors.
We could do another one, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I
keep
gotta
going?
get back in.
We might have to exit to restart with Andrew since he
Sorry.
left. All right.
I got confused. I forgot there are 2 exits.
You just did it.
Yeah,
guess
but
we're exiting then?
I clicked
Yeah.
I clicked on the exit immediately instinctively, and then I asked, "Are we clicking on the exit?" And you said, "Yes, we're clicking on the exit." So I went to the exit and clicked on it.
No, I
and
was
forgot that
asking.
there
I was
the
asking
other exit.
you if we click on the exit.
All right. Now we can go back in if we want to do another 10.
I've heard that song, that jingle 20 times in the last 10 minutes. It's a little overkill.
It's iconic. You love it. You're gonna keep hearing it forever.
Just starts
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
like it's
Crystal.
Kadaj's ringtone. His name wasn't Kadaj. Rude? No, Rude's the bald guy. Who's Tough Kadaj?
What?
In the coolest scene of Advent Children, Tifa fights one of Kadaj's brothers in the church.
Reno?
No. Rude and Reno are not parts of Kadaj, which are parts of
What the fuck is
Sephiroth.
Kadaj?
Kadaj is Sephiroth's twink son.
Okay.
Whoa.
I was just thinking of, what are they called? The Turks?
No, yeah, it's not Rude and Reno. I thought Reno was so fucking hot when I was 17.
I believe you. He seems like your type.
Oh, don't click on the return.
I believe you.
I believe you, which is not the same thing as agree.
Yeah.
That sounds like somebody who played too much Zhao Yun in Dynasty Warriors. You guys are over there playing He Fei and Shuzu, and I'm playing Zhao Yun for 300 hours.
I didn't even
He
think
Fei is
about
not a character's name.
like-
That's the castle. I have put so much time into Dynasty Warriors, and I'm fucking blanking. Zhang Fei. That's one. That's a candidate for daddy.
What?
Huang
There's
Zhang-
only one daddy in that
Huang
universe.
Zhang would be the old man for you guys. I said He Fei, but I was thinking of Axe Guy. That's next to Zuzu. Zushu. It's not helpful that all of the games mispronounce the names too, so I don't know how to pronounce any characters' names.
It's Lubu.
Cowpea.
That's the only. No.
Everyone loves Cow's favorite son, Cowpea.
No.
Kamiko.
I started commuting with a friend Carissa, who was Chinese, and I started talking about Dynasty Warriors, and she just started laughing at me, just
Yeah, I'm
laughing in
not
my
shocked.
face.
I'm not shocked
And I was
to
like,
hear about that.
It's not my fault that the professional voice actors for this video game sold in stores didn't check how to pronounce anything.
Okay.
So the only Dynasty Warriors I've played is the MMO.
What?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's an MMO?
Holy
There
shit.
was.
I played
Wasn't good.
I played the shitty open world one for like a few hours and quit. And then more recently
Imagine
there was
that,
a new...
but it's like Lineage 1.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Then more recently there
okay,
was the they made a new Dynasty Warriors recently where there's only one playable character, and it tried to make the combat more in depth. And I was like, that looks kind of interesting, and then I didn't play it. It's probably more interesting than the last one they made because the open world one was so bad. I played so much Dynasty Warriors that, as you discovered during that furry trivia we did recently, I also play a lot of Dynasty Warriors Gundam, just because it was more Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Just like how like Andrew knows, I played fucking Dynasty Warriors One Piece Pirate Warriors because it was more Dynasty Warriors.
And then that's your only exposure to One Piece.
Well, I read the manga up to the Candle Guy.
Weird stopping point.
Shonen Jump betrayed me.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, he stopped at a little garden and was just
I feel like everyone knows the story
I had
already, but
enough.
Shonen Jump betrayed me, and so I unsubscribed. Because I was
You
really,
didn't have to stop reading One Piece.
well, yeah, but I just never got around. I never got around to following up on any other of the manga, including the one that I quit for. But no, I was subscribed to Shonen Jump since its very first issue when it came to the US. I just was randomly in a Blockbuster when it started, and so I just immediately was on board. And it got me really invested in Naruto. And then Naruto goes up to the part where Rock Lee has a surgery, and he's going to either he's either going to die or get his power back after fighting Gaara.
This post-tuning exam.
Yeah. So it's like, and Rock Lee is my favorite Naruto character. And then right when around the cliffhanger of whether or not he's gonna live or die, Shonen Jump skipped to Shippuden. They just decided not to do the rest of Naruto after.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
It just like straight up was like, fuck you to
That's
your time
rough.
skip. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
I legitimately had like 4 years of Naruto, or not Naruto, like 4 years of Shonen Jump still. I kept all of them. They were weighing down a shelf that was bending. Like I had been a consistent subscriber for its
Jesus.
entire run, and I had kept
Right on
every
front
copy.
violence.
I had kept every copy so far. So them doing that, I immediately unsubscribed because I'm like, what the fuck? You can't just not finish the manga that I've been reading for years. And so that's
right
where
before the
Oh, they
Sasuke
can.
retrieval arc. That's good shit.
That month is where I stopped reading a lot of mangas because they were all. I said mangas.
That's true. I didn't even think about, like, he has no concept for why everyone's looking for Sasuke. Like just suddenly Sasuke is really important. You're like,
no.
What happened?
Yeah, I have no idea why.
This guy?
I have no idea what the context is for the famous like animated movie with a different art style where Naruto and Sasuke fight on a lake. No idea what's happening in that.
Not even a movie. That's part of the regular series.
Oh, they just have a different animation studio or something for that one part.
That's crazy.
They just bring in like really different animation directors for like centerpiece fights.
It just looks extremely different, so I assumed that was a movie because I associate that kind of aesthetic change with like the Digimon movie.
Right.
That's
when Mamoru
crazy,
Hosoda
dude.
comes in.
Yeah, because that it's actually really
Oh,
similar in
game.
style, and if I remember correctly, to how the Digimon movie looks different from the show.
Yeah. Oh god, we have to show you the fucking Bugs Bunny.
Sprint disabled.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of why they specify. The gloom spreads. What?
Wow.
I haven't
Things
been paying
are
attention. What the fuck are you saying to me, game? Oh god.
Don't get the pox, by the way.
What's the pox?
Don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
It's bad
means.
for
I don't know what
get
anything
pox.
means.
So one thing I really like about these leveling dungeons is you get to see old skills that your class just forgets as you level up. It's like, oh, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that skill since I was level 20.
Speaking of the Digimon movie, I just saw my first anime movie in theaters since that movie.
I'm so jelly. I want to
Wait,
see
what?
Chen come in so bad.
That was you haven't. That's crazy.
At least,
I
like,
guess, yeah, I
at
guess
least
that
like
makes sense, actually.
movie that's
Never mind.
that's part of a show.
Not a
Yeah,
standalone.
because you don't.
Yeah, not like-
because you don't watch like Demon Slayer. You don't watch.
It's really just the big shonens that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little weird too. Like, do you have to like know to go track down that movie separately now when Chainsaw Man season 2 comes out to like know the continuity? Like, it just won't be in the
Yeah.
main show probably.
But
no, it will
recently
be
for a lot of them,
on
they've
the
been,
streaming services.
Yeah,
But-
like the
but-
streaming service will just have it as the next episode, or they will convert it into
Yeah.
4
God
episodes
damn
at
it.
the beginning of the next season.
Okay, because I've never seen any indication of there being a movie in an anime before on the service. So I feel like I would just not know it's there and miss it. Like the Final Fantasy 15 movie you're supposed to watch before you play the game, but doesn't tell you that.
Usually
and
what they'll do is they'll
I wanna
have the
say-
season
it also
drop
doesn't
down and
come
see
with it.
season 1, season 2, movie, season 3.
Yeah, I want to say they did that. Like, I think it was Demon Slayer was the one that started this weird trend of like you make
Yeah.
the second season or whatever a movie, and then you just cut the movie into episode length, and then you put it on the internet and pretend like there was never a movie. You're just like, I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about. The budget just gets really shitty after these 4 episodes.
Office receipts and you're getting the television and streaming.
Yeah.
The carbuncle ate itself. That's exactly how I felt when the nonsense just started popping up on the screen. I was like, what does anything of this mean? That was one of my first influences on Illusory Wall when we met, is that I got him to include a Game Grumps clip in his next video.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's the carbuncle ate itself thing, clip. Because I genuinely see that as like a category. It's like its own like weird trope in video games. This is when a game will just hit you with a nonsense message with no context and no way of figuring out what it's supposed to mean.
Oh.
You're gazing.
Okay. Why can't we open this?
Because we're
Oh.
full.
You're full.
Wait,
I
keep
did
going.
use
There's
one.
more. Oh. The
Yeah,
Nanaka.
There was the video, which also features a clip of me and Andrew, which is that I was showing Andrew how to play Dark Souls 1, or kind of guiding him through it, where he has to learn it all. And yeah, we're in the middle of the painted world of Ariamis or whatever, and it just says like, the Gravelords have been defeated or something, returning things to world or something, and it's like, what? What the fuck does that mean? Because the majority of people's exposure to that entire mechanic is that it just doesn't explain what the fuck it's saying or doing or what it means. You just get that message out of nowhere and you're like, what? What? Oh,
The wood remembers.
wow, I'm so bad at targeting enemies in this dungeon. I don't remember why we were talking about it. Manga.
Because you watch a Chainsaw Man movie.
That was the last thing we talked about. I don't remember how we got to on the topic in the first place because it was a series of tangents.
Dynasty Warriors, One Piece, Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, right. So my only exposure to One Piece is I read the beginning of it, but then I played the One Piece Dynasty Warriors, which goes way further. Pirate Warriors does in the story because it's like one of those like really rapid fire things. So I didn't have context for it because you can barely understand anything about the source material when you play those games. So I walk in and Andrew's showing his friends One Piece, and I just accidentally spoil a major thing about a character because I just thought that was the premise of. I just thought that was the basic premise of that character.
That's very funny.
I was like, "Is that the? Oh yeah, it's the robot." She's like, I was like, "I don't. What?
Isn't that his whole deal?"
Yeah, it's like saying Usopp has a slingshot.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like he had never met the character yet. So you won't know that until you meet him. Also, technically, he doesn't just come out the gate being like, I'm a cyborg. You have to like, once he does a fight and then he like is shooting his arms off, you're like, huh? What the hell?
I still don't know anything about him because I also didn't watch it that time either.
He is cyborg. His dad, or his adoptive dad, built a train in the middle of the ocean, and then the military took it and killed him.
Yeah. And then he rebuilt his own body from the wreckage of the train.
How come
because Frankie then tried to stop.
My gear is gold, but your guy's gear is white. But then their gear is red.
What?
I don't know.
Is your gear gold on your screen?
No.
No, mine's white.
Is my gear
I think it's class
gold
based.
on your screen?
Yes.
It might be class-based.
Because his is red.
Yeah, that's very red.
That's like a different art style, I feel like. It has like more definition too, like there's details on it.
It might be based on the level of your Aether pool.
Your what?
Your what? Yeah, didn't you know? You have pool with your Aether.
Mm-hmm. It's like a ride share for Magic.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Back before Uber was a thing, I signed up for like a carpooling rideshare service to go to my job, and then I didn't get a response until after I'd left that job 7 years later.
Whoa.
I'm like, oh, this service still exists. That's crazy.
They didn't do a very good job.
No.
I mean, apparently they did so good they didn't need to reach out to him they didn't need to reach out to customers until 7 years later.
Are the mines gone?
No.
The mines are invisible unless I use a thing that reveals them to that floor.
I just haven't been noticing people exploding, so I thought that was like a previous 10 floors thing or something.
Oh!
Fact,
It's a mimic.
They're now marked up on this floor.
Oh, I found treasure.
Oh,
Somehow.
nice! Good job.
It was
I
just
love when that happens.
What? That was weird.
Yeah, they're always there. You could just accidentally stand still long enough to get one.
What?
Another Commander Steel.
It's the giant mouth monster. Anyway. That's one of the weirdest parts about Final Fantasy 15.
Is the Malboro?
The mouth monster?
Yeah. Spoilers for Final Fantasy 15, but you just kind of like Final Fantasy 15 just sucks. Just most of
Damn.
it. It's just
Yeah, I
not
mean,
very
you're right,
good.
though.
It's
Yeah.
really it's just an incoherent mess. It has such a fucked up development cycle. But they're like on a wild journey, and after all this shit they've been through, they just randomly just like stop somewhere. And it's just like, oh, we're over here now. This place you've never heard of for some reason. And then just one of your party members just gets permanently blind by a Marlboro, and you're like, What?
What? We have eye drops. They're at the store.
No, permanently blinded. One of the main characters gets permanently blinded by a random monster in a random segment that has like almost no narrative significance, if I remember correctly. And you're like, why are we even here? Oh, just to blind him? That's this whole chapter's premise?
Wow.
Stay on the fucking... just stay on the train. Why did we get out? Why did we come here? I don't remember the details specifically because it's been a while, but it's a really... I just remember it was a really bad game, and that was part of the game where it was like actively nonsense. The entire train part of the game is just like taking a train to the next plot point over and over again, almost as if they had like already developed certain scenes and certain locations as a part of some planned journey that they wanted to have in the game, then either cut it all or never finished it all, and then just made a train go to all those spots. So you just go to a bunch of strange, unrelated locations when the game suddenly becomes super linear.
Keith, get the steel. Steel up.
Okay, I'm gonna use one.
Remember when that game was being called Final Fantasy XIV Versus while it was in development?
And it had a completely different story and premise, but the same character models.
Yes.
Yeah, you can watch a relatively long cutscene of
Noctis, I think.
Noctis. I was trying to remember his name. I was like, Ignis Prompto. I'm like, the Gladiol. I thought of every name besides Noctis first. It's like him, but not him, and he's talking to his love interest, but it's not his love interest. And they have a way more interesting dynamic in those 10 minutes of cutscene than they have in the entire video game that came out. Your love interest is so fucking boring and is never on camera. They never physically even meet in the story, and then she dies. It's such a shitty game.
That's because you have to watch the movie first.
No, I don't think she's probably not even in the movie. Maybe she is.
She is in the movie.
I
What do
never
you
watched the
mean?
movie.
Yeah,
I never
she's
watched
in
the
the
movie.
movie.
It has a really low score on Rotten
What?
Tomatoes. If the movie's mandatory viewing, it should be fucking bundled with the video game.
It was. You could buy the bundle for it.
It should be always in the video game. It should not be some like mystery thing you track down elsewhere.
Maybe you should have pre-ordered the video game, you fuck.
The game doesn't even tell you to watch the movie. You just get a weird cutscene at one point, which if you know outside of the game, you can find out is made up of weird shots of the movie, but out of context.
All right, Keith, I need you to use the bottom left pomander.
Joking? What did it do?
Let's do it.
Oh no, I'm hot. All right, what did I do? Void fire.
It's just succubus.
Get. I did watch the prequel anime. It was just on YouTube.
Oh my god! Of all the things, why?
It was on YouTube, and I was looking forward to playing the game.
Oh shit! You give it vulnerability stacks. It's failing your mechanics.
Yeah, the prequel anime is just four. I think it's like 3 or 4 episodes. It's probably 4 episodes, and it's just like each episode is fixated on each of the party members, and it's just them as kids.
Neat.
I
That
think they're
sounds unnecessary.
No, yeah, it didn't really matter. Ain't this well transformed? How do I untransform?
Good question.
You have to. I think there's like a one of your statuses. You have to just like right click on it and it breaks it.
I don't know how you do that on a controller.
Oh, it wore off.
I don't know how you do it on a controller.
Yeah, it just lasts for a minute.
Very funny. I like it.
It was a weird game because most of it, people mostly remember the weird open world part, which was directly inspired by The Witcher 3. Like, they just said that out loud. They were just like, oh yeah, Witcher 3 came out, and we just decided we'll put Witcher 3 in our game years into development. So they just put a really big open world at the beginning of their extremely linear RPG. So like the first act is an extremely non-linear open world full of side quests, but the moment you drive across it and activate the quest on that end, it kicks you out of that world permanently, and you have to now play the entirely linear series of hallways story that has no deviations at all, and you can. And they added a mechanic where you can imagine you're still out the open world, and you like dream about being still in the open world and retcon things into existence. Yeah, you can teleport back to the open world even though it breaks the story, and just like retcon into existence that you also did that stuff while you were there. That's how completely busted that game's development is. They're like, we have an open world that people are going to leave if they do any of the story, but it's also the entire appeal of our game. What if we just make it accessible for the rest of the game anyway? Fuck it. Do we go deeper?
Do you want to do it?
It's up to you.
We can go deeper.
I can do another 10.
I can go
Let's do
deeper. We ask everyone if
Whoa.
we can go deeper.
Deeper, deeper.
Became a surprise Final Fantasy 15 spoiler cast, but if you still haven't played Final Fantasy 15, you were never going to at this rate.
You're not missing much.
Someone's on like Final Fantasy 5 and is like, come on,
It's
man.
been so long. It's been so long. Nobody's
Doing them in order.
That's insane. That would be
some shit I
insane.
Is it?
I think the only person to ever do that in real life is Toaster. He played all of them, including both MMOs.
I technically watched them all in order.
He really wanted me to get into 11. It was not working out, though.
No.
Oh.
It's gotta be so fucking long at this rate.
It just feels bad all the time.
That's what gets him off. He loves when the game
pain.
hates being played.
Yeah.
The pain of the game.
My favorite part
What
of
is the
Final
max
Fantasy 15 is when
Aether pool?
every villain starts dying off camera before you've reached them on the train, up to and including the entire rival kingdom dying off camera before you reach it. It just keeps happening. At some point, you don't get to see anything die on camera.
Max is either
Honestly, that
99
train
or
is... That train is a detriment to society.
The train
Like,
is
the
a
moment-
harbinger of doom.
Yeah. It's very funny too, because that train is, by all metrics, it's also the worst part of the game itself. So people hate that train. So it's just everything about the train is bad. Nothing about the train is good. Bad for the world, bad for the game, bad for the players, bad for everyone. It's a
It's
bad
just-
train.
It's a game where everything about its development cycle is just kind of an embarrassment. Like, it's just such a mismanaged thing that everyone should be kind of ashamed of that like ran it. Not like that worked on it, but like that organized it. Like the people whose job it was to
Yeah.
make it not like that. So it makes it even more embarrassing that it's also like tried to launch a multimedia empire and had 500 tie-ins and an anime and a movie and like a fucking app and a side video game and
Well,
so many
I
attempts
think
at
that stuff-
product integrations and so on when the game was just
I think that stuff is
such an embarrassment piece of shit.
That stuff's more, or definitely a pre-existing agreement. Like, they just really had gone all out assuming this game was going to be a hit.
Because from precedent, 13 did buku bucks, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, 13 did crazy good.
Oh, did it?
Lightning having like a clothing brand and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creator who really just wanted to fuck Lightning got a Louis Vuitton deal.
Yeah, that was...
Lightning Returns is one of the funniest names for a game I've ever seen. Oh my god, these level ups.
Yeah, this room is full of mandragoras. They scream but give you a whole level.
Yeah.
We can't carry these all. We're too weak. Oh, you're not my dad. No, I broke it unnecessarily.
That's fine. We'll get more. We always do.
I like the premise of the
Blinded.
second 13
I can see
game,
just
at
fine.
least.
I liked the premise of it seemed to need. The execution was terrible.
Yeah.
I played 13 up until the part where it supposedly was supposed to get good or whatever, but from my perspective, I was like, I feel like I just beat the game. I beat the big bad that we were running over here to fight the whole time. I only care about Saz and nobody else. And now you're just dumping me in a generic green. It's the same thing as Final Fantasy 7. Like
We're
in Final
on
Fantasy,
polls.
in Final Fantasy 13 and 7, I quit the moment they dumped me in a big generic JRPG green field full of monsters. And I was like, the entire appeal of this game was that it didn't have this vibe of being the generic JRPG. But also just like I was kind of over it. I played for like a few dozen hours. It felt like the narrative was over. And then they're just like, but what about Orphan? And they just like name drop some bigger thing, and I'm like, I don't feel like it. And I just watched the rest of the cutscenes on
the
YouTube.
Fal'Cie.
Then I did actually, yeah, the Fal'Cie, the Lassie, and the
Fussy?
and the
No.
CF. The LC. Is it LC? The Fal'Cie, the
yeah.
Fal'Cie, Lassie, and
Lucille.
CF.
The Fal'Cie are the weird
Just a
god machines that turn
fucking
you into Lassie, and if you
Mess
fail your
of
quest,
glossary
you become
terms.
I do distinctly remember watching, because I watched all of Final Fantasy as a friend played it, and that was like the first thing that struck me was that they kept saying things, but
Yeah.
they never established those things before. And
It's
I
like they
remember getting
expect
really
you-
upset.
It's like
'cause I
they
was like,
genuinely
did I
expect you
miss
to
something?
pause and read the glossary in order to understand what they're saying.
They were very proud
Yeah.
of their in-game glossary system because it was a first for the series.
It was a very strange choice.
Yeah, because they had to. How the fuck would you know what was going on?
By having better writing, it
Yeah.
just actually introduces these
Well,
ideas.
sure.
Turns out that
I just meant
fantasy has existed before, and it got along just
but
fine.
not final.
There are several Final Fantasies that existed before. That's what the number means. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13 2 I actually beat because it was actually much more
Witching
fun than
Cove.
Final Fantasy 13.
Oh.
I died exactly once in the entire game, which is that before the final boss there's a behemoth and he used Meteor and it one-shot my whole party. But besides that, nothing in the entire game was ever even a little hard. So I just blazed through the entire thing with no effort. The story was shit. It has its 500. It has Final
Harsh.
Fantasies. It's like how Silent Hill has like a pyramid head problem. Final Fantasy kind of has a Seymour problem. A Sephiroth problem, which is they keep having various villains in sequel games that
what
resemble
the fuck?
Sephiroth again, like
God damn it,
like
Turtle.
Seymour, or in this case, Native American time traveler ghost.
Whoa.
Oddly specific.
He had a feather. That's a bit of a leap, but I mean, I remember he had the same vibe as Seymour, and then I knew from watching Advent Children that Seymour had the same vibe as Sephiroth, and I'm like, okay, you can make another type of villain.
No. That was
mean,
a really good one. People remember Sephiroth. People still remember Sephiroth.
Yeah,
But do people remember Sin? No.
but no, I will always remember Final Fantasy 13-2 as being the game where Hope, everyone's favorite character from Final Fantasy 13, makes a return.
The love hope.
And specifically, he doomed the entire future of humanity by making a robot.
Keith, look.
He made a bad. They let me milk a Minotaur.
God, that was a good show.
Yeah, it's not over.
It's between seasons. It doesn't
Yeah.
exist anymore.
I'm waiting for it. I really enjoyed that show, although I did like it more when it had less plot.
Yeah. When it was episodic meal of the week.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed the very specific vibe it had, and once the second party shows up that's pursuing them, and it comes with so much like narrative baggage that kind of just becomes the show that you expected it was going to be in the first place.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I was kind of digging the vibe we were in.
I like the dungeon chill aesthetic of exploring fantasy ecosystems.
Yeah, I also just love the English dub so much.
It was very good.
Because Senshi is Pro ZD, and I also love the really specific vocal tone that the mage has.
She was the live action actor for One Piece Nami.
Ah,
Wait until. Oh no!
I didn't even try to watch that.
It was pretty good.
But
it
you
was
had-
very different. I was surprised.
Honestly, though, I mean, I think the next continuation of Dungeon Meshi is going to be good because you're going to finally get to see the lion. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, let's take ibuprofen together. I don't think that's the original version of that meme, but it's the one that I own, exclusively the one I see. But no,
Probably gonna be changing Tylenol
in
now.
13.2, Hope creates an apocalypse because he invented a robot.
Good for him.
So in that future, all of humanity... monsters! In that future, all of humanity is dead, and you have to fight the robot. But you
So,
can't
like, is
defeat...
it a special robot? Because that said he already had robots.
You can't defeat that robot. What you need to do is
No, he built, like, a super
every
robot.
few turns in the fight against the robot, you get the chance to yell something. And if you yell the right thing, then the Hope from all the way in the past hears what you yelled and then doesn't make the robot.
It doesn't make the robot. Yeah.
Yep. You have to retcon.
Yeah.
You can only defeat the robot by retconning it out of existence. And Hope is presumably using his magic see the future device and watching the whole time, but like he doesn't think to stop when the apocalypse exists, or even when he sees you fighting the robot that he's making right now. He only thinks to not make the robot when you specifically tell him not to make the robot, even though he's already watching what's happening otherwise, seemingly. I lost my mind playing that game because it's all about time travel stuff, and I could not figure out what the logic of any of the time travel stuff was. So like,
it was you were
in
going
that
into
game,
alternate
Sephiroth
realities where
Dumbledore wants
things
to kill
happen.
you. Sephiroth Dumbledore's like incentive to kill you is that he has a little maiden girl that's like tied to the time essence, and he wants you to stop meddling with time because every time you meddle with time, she dies. Again, and she just keeps dying over and over again, and you keep killing her because you mess with the time. And even there, I'm like,
But
okay,
he meddled with time first.
yeah, but I'm also like, which her dies? What do you mean? Where
The
and
Witcher
when?
dies? Spoiler.
Which version of her dies? Which, like, when and where does she die? Like, how does it know which one to kill? What is the
I think it's
logic of her
every
dying?
version.
Where is she dying?
I think she
how
always
how does
dies.
her death work? I just have so many questions about the complications of what they were asking, what they were implying there, and got no answers. I'm like, what do you mean she dies? How exactly?
She dies.
What does
All
it
of her.
work? How does it?
Every version of
How
her
is she
always
dying
dies.
more than once?
Yeah, I just
Because
she's also never
because
dead.
he keeps going back in time.
She's always
to
alive.
Save her.
But she's also dying every time you change the time. But which of her is dead? Like,
So if he can fix this by going back in time again, you're just giving him a task, and then he's just annoyed that he has to keep going back.
I
in time.
couldn't.
Yeah.
I just couldn't
he's
tell.
annoyed because he keeps having to save her again. He's like,
Yeah.
just can you stop
I just
killing
could not
her?
tell
Like,
what the
stop.
mechanics were of what she was and why it was happening. And then
She
they
was
could-
supposed to die. He stopped her from dying, and then you're like, okay, we got to fix the time stream, which has to mean she dies. And he's like, no, I'm gonna keep her alive. And you're like, no, time.
He's doing
can't.
an H.G.
No.
Wells The Time Machine.
He just keeps doing a time crime, and you're like fixing the time crime, and he's like, why did you do that? And you're like, cause crime? And he's like, no, stop. You're like, oh, okay.
Meanwhile, I was like,
Alright.
okay,
And
we
then
had a
hope-
fun. Meanwhile, I was like, we had a Final Fantasy X-2 before, and this is Final Fantasy 13-2. I get it. It's just the idea of having a sequel to a previous game makes sense. That's just the weirdness that they put themselves in with this naming scheme, but it's like, it's fine. And then they're like, we're
Where
making
are my dress spheres?
Then they were like, we're making fine. Yeah, they should have had dress spheres. Final Fantasy X-2 was a better game than 13-2. I can't comment on the story because I didn't finish it, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
It had Charlie's Angels tone, is how I would put it.
Heath,
What?
do the Pomander in middle right, far right middle.
Great. Of Rage?
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rage one.
Yarg. I'm a manticore. They let me
Fun.
milk a manticore.
Watch
Whoa.
it not let him through the portal now.
Check out them shoulders. Shape altering
Nice.
magics flow into your body. Finally.
Been waiting.
But like they had this scheme, like,
Does it transform you
then
back?
they announced Final Fantasy 13-3. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
makes sense. Here we go. Then they changed the name of the game to Lightning Returns Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Wait, no, we had a
Well.
thing. There was a naming scheme
No.
here. Not only did they break the naming scheme of the trilogy, Lightning Returns is the most desperate name you could possibly give a game. They're like, no, please come back. I know you guys didn't like the last one, but Lightning's back, so you'll play this one, right?
Waifu's here.
Like, they put it in the title. Not even like, they weren't even coy about it. They weren't even like, Lightning's Revenge or any other subtitle that just features incidentally Lightning. They're like, no, guys, Lightning returns. She's back. All the desperation of a
become like a
fucking
Norse god
Walking
or something?
Dead spin-off being like Daryl Dixon, the Book of Carol, which is just a name to tell you that Carol's in this one. Watch it for Carol.
Daryl and Carol together again.
Merle and Daryl. Merle and Daryl together again. Welcome to
Daryl
better.
and Carol in peril.
It's so funny that the names rhyme.
What could be better?
Daryl's
Daryl?
brother's already named Meryl, and then his best friend's named Carol, and these are all made-up characters that weren't in The Walking Dead, so they could have just named them differently. Like, the show did that. I mean, Carol was already in the comics, but Meryl and Daryl, they did that on their own. What could be better?
What could be better? God, that was such a bad game.
Oh, it was terrible. Walking Dead Survival Instinct was so embarrassing.
What a bad game, dude.
Remember, I think that's the one where in one of the first doorways you encounter, there's just like clearly a zombie standing off to the left outside the door, and you can see them clearly before you walk outside. But the only way to proceed forward is to walk into the trap of getting grabbed by the zombie, because it's that doorway is the only way to go forward through the game. But you can just see him just standing there. Openly with your eyes, and you're supposed to be a cool tough guy that knows better, but you just get caught immediately. Yeah, I'm torn on Lightning. On one hand, Lightning Returns vaguely sounded like it might have been the most interesting game in the series, but on the other hand, it sounds like nobody liked it. So I never tried it.
It was dumb. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. It was like Lightning turns into a god or something, and then just
So it sounds like they're like, Lightning's
dumb.
back, but also she's not recognizably Lightning because her entire personality was changed, which maybe would mean she has a personality now, because I fucking hated that character the first time around.
No, she was just stereotypical villain. She just showed up and she's like, I'm going to wipe out everything. It's like, but Lightning, I'm your sister. And it's like, I don't know who you are. And you're like, oh no, Lightning's returned, but different. Like, something's off. It was dumb. I hated it. I hated all of it. My biggest fear was that Hope would return. I'm so glad. Like, that was the one thing.
Centaur? Palace Centaur? Got it.
Palace Centaur. He's royalty.
That's wild to design
which part of him
full-body
is-
Centaur armor.
Which part of him is royal? The horse or the man?
Which way would a Centaur wear pants? Like this or like this? And it's just a full-body JRPG armor? The fucking electric guitar riff plays. This is the most mindless thing I've ever done in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Was that the exit? Oh, they're fighting.
Monster. Not the effigy. Get him out of here. Is there another thing? God damn this.
Yeah, there's been a mimic over here. It was just inside the effigy.
I didn't even notice it. Oh, alright. It spawns a treasure when you kill him.
It is a treasure.
That's why mimics are good.
Yeah, mimics are great. They just can get scary because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, especially if you're alone, they'll fuck you up.
Yeah, yeah, they will. Damage dealt decreased. Boo.
Boo.
Oh yeah? Well, what if you strength? Ooh. The rock dragon. No! Oh! Oh! I'm just a little guy. It's so funny when you get a whole party accidentally frogged. You're just like, oh, well. I got it. Oh no, I thought I got it again. I was like, what? double frog.
So is
Oh,
when you talk about
fuck.
the power of our Aether Pool, is that the weapons we're currently wielding? Or is it
There's one.
So there's
for
Aether Pour
weapon-
Alm and armor.
Yeah, which is basically your equivalent of gear in here because it does not use your actual gear. And
I learned
once you get that
hammers.
high enough, you can trade it in for permanent versions.
Oh,
of
I'm
these
sleepy.
weapons.
And I think the red versions are, no, it's the glowing versions are what you get, right? You don't get the red versions.
I don't know.
I think you have to keep getting it. I think you get the glowing ones first, and I think you have to keep doing it over and over again to get the red ones. I don't
That
remember.
would make sense.
It's been a long time. It's been.
My experience with every other mainline Final Fantasy makes me afraid to replay 10. Because I'm like, I really
Why?
liked that when I was 10. What if I'm wrong?
I feel like it holds up, but
Hmm.
it's been so long.
I fucking love 10. Like rocked my world when I was a child. So that's a bit not a good sample set, really. But
I mean, honestly, Lulu's in it. It rocks your world every time, anyways. Like, there's no choice.
I'm just mad
That's
she
all that
wasn't
matters.
in 2
yeah,
as a playable
that's who I think of most in that game.
right?
Everyone
Fine,
loves
Waka
Lulu.
or whatever. I don't know.
Yes, we all love Waka. We do want Blitzballer as a 14 class, though. Give us that.
He's right. We do hate those dirty Albed. Jesus Christ, Waka. Just way to delete a character's likability immediately.
You're like, wait a second.
Yeah,
That's a lot of landmines.
To clarify, because this probably did not leave the
Yeah.
same impact on you, Andrew. Kimari wears a loincloth and is introduced via a very high quality pre-rendered cutscene where his entire ass is in front of, directly pushing the camera.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
I watched
somehow
it all, yeah.
it seems like the developers didn't clock that, or they were stealth into it. Because I'm like, huh. It would be on the nose if Riku was framed this way. And you're like, hang on.
I think it was more. I think it was more funny. I think it was like ha 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 funny.
Nope, that
rather
was
than-
not. That was not a wacky slapstick, no homo scene. That was just he's roaring intimidatingly at Tidus, but he's introduced via his entire taint on the camera.
You'd be shocked what Japanese humor looks like sometimes. Crazy like that.
Like,
That's a
Missile
lot of
March.
heads. That's an inconvenient number of heads.
I like how there's like 2 of them have a really unfortunate positioning, and the other 3 are like, this is nice.
All right, Manticore
Two
Squad,
just-
roll out.
Let's go.
Gotta remember how to play my character real quick. I have all these buttons I
Probably
didn't
not
have
stay in
earlier.
the fire. That'd be nice.
Our numbers are so small in this mode. Oh god! You can't get me.
Yeah, don't stand to the
bubble.
things. The things will kill you.
Why was he so aggro on me?
Your poor healers trying their... Because they're doing damage.
So I turn into a Manticore, so I can't taunt.
Oh.
We did it. 30. And yeah, I do think it's... I think 50 is the... I think 50 is
End
a
of the story.
checkpoint. Is it the end of the story? Okay.
The story, which is just this lady standing
Honestly,
still
watching
every
story.
10 floors.
I don't like
Ooh.
her little friend.
She smiled slightly.
I'm full on poetics.
I'm full of poetics as well. Let's see, it's almost 11, I guess. Welcome back, everybody. Last time we started doing tower stuff. Now we're still doing tower stuff, if I can remember how to tower stuff.
I think we're like halfway done with the first one.
Deep dungeon,
He's
my
towering.
gear, 54, 55. Do I just hit enter Palace of the Dead?
Yeah.
Floor 31? I think is how that works. Okay.
It worked this time, so.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Look at all this. I don't know how this works. How these buttons work. Don't put the map all the way down there. Put it up here in an obstructive part of the screen. There. How annoyingly can I place the UI elements that are unique to this mode? Let's put them in the middle of the screen. Probably put this next to my thingies. Oh yeah, we're de-leveled. I only have 2 canvases, even though you start with 3 canvases when you make this class. That's the weirdest. One of the weirdest parts of this game is that they feel the need to. They come up with an entire leveling sequence for every class from level 1-ish, even though you get half of them by like level 50. And so you'll go to like certain dungeons and experience a low level version of your class that you literally never got, you never leveled through the first time around.
Vipers.
There's a really interesting view to like, oh, this is how you think a class should start. That goes on some of them where you're like, this is a weird starting point. Yeah.
It's like the advantage of this being a high-level class was that they got to just be fully formed with a bunch of buttons when they first made them. But then they have to like, make a janky, de-leveled version. It's like...
Blue Mage is also weird about this, too.
Oop, got him. It's like the class version of like a NES D-make of a game.
Yeah. Blue Mage has the opposite problem of they can use all their abilities at level 1 if they've gone and acquired them.
Speaking of D-makes, have you seen the trajectory that the Bloodborne D-make has had?
I have not.
It went from
being used as an anime?
I was gonna say, like, the Bloodborne D-make happened, then its assets were repurposed to make Bloodborne Kart.
Uh-huh.
Mario Kart from Bloodborne. And now they use the assets again to make an anime.
It was a very good pitch trailer.
Insane. One of the craziest werewolf transformations I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Actually unhinged. It went way too hard for the visuals, the fidelity that was in a play there. Just a genuinely vicious concept.
That's just how art works, man. Like magic. Ah!
Step on a trap.
My bones!
There's just very talented people. At first I wasn't sure if I was into the anime because it was a lot of awkward, like, oh, baka style acting scenes where I'm like, I don't know. But then it kept having extremely funny moments.
Yes.
Like the fucking pizza slice falling on the cat's head is an incredible moment. Yes. The cat is so unhappy and the way it's acted is so good. And like, it really sold me.
Low poly modeling is fucking wizardry, and I will never be capable of that.
Yeah. I remember they were... I remember when they were doing commissions, and I was like, I was very tempted. I was very tempted, and they were so expensive. It'd be very fun to have them do someone like Low Poly Jet, and then have that in VR chat.
Oh, that would rule.
Bunlith is who we're talking about, for any confused people. Play the Bloodborne D-make, it's neat. I played it.
then play Nightmare Card and support them financially. Actually, I don't know if you pay for that game. No, I imagine you don't actually.
I don't know. I don't remember if I bought it or not. Because it became Nightmare Cart, so at some point I think it's like, because I got a cease and desist, so they had to like remove all obvious, definite signifiers of it being Bloodborne. But at that point, they can probably sell it. But I don't remember. I definitely downloaded it immediately, but I don't remember if it cost anything. The Bloodborne remake is fascinating because it takes the opening area of Bloodborne, which itself is already fucking massive. Like, that always stood out to me as I was playing Bloodborne, and whenever I return to Bloodborne, I'm always re-surprised by how fucking long the first zone is. It's just such a sprawling, non-linear place, the Upper Yharnam or whatever. Just the overall area that features the Cleric Beast in Gascoigne is just such a huge, sprawling, non-linear place full of so many optional places to go, but also just so many ways of traversing back and forth. So she just took that part and made a whole video game out of just that zone.
I have still never played Bloodborne.
I've never owned a PlayStation after 2.
Damn.
Not my fault. Should have made it for PC.
It keeps being rumored. It's been rumored every month for the last decade. They can't stop rumoring it over and over again.
Ah! Where did this man come from?
Where did he go?
Oh, did a monster just show up?
Yeah, and that was the last one we needed to activate the thing. Yeah, it's weird that sometimes it just doesn't spawn enough to activate the next floor. You just have to wait for them to respawn.
Yeah, Bloodborne is very good.
That's what I hear.
Hot take.
I made a whole parody book about it without having played it.
Yeah, I still haven't played it. That's completely absurd. Why would you do that?
The patrons, they were thirsty for it.
Me when I level up every 30 seconds.
Good.
Oh my god, that scream.
I heard that too. Andrew had to check if that was one of his mods.
Like, damn, did I leave that one on? That's crazy.
Oh shit! This...
Wait. Yeah, there's a lot of it going on in here. It's gonna make me nervous. The thing that's really annoying about this is that while you do have to contend with weird, or like how they decided to make a class level of weird or whatever, you do also have less health.
Yeah.
So it can be hard to forget, or it can be hard to remember that you do have to. Fuck. You do have to take careful, or do you have to be careful?
You have to remember to fuck.
Without taking a bunch of. Remember to fuck. Yeah, I'm back.
God, those mimics are worth so much experience.
Yeah, they are.
If you're trying to solo this, though, they will just rip you apart.
Also, yes, they will.
If anyone in chat's paying attention and noticing that I'm not playing my class sometimes, it's because I'm not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do
Whoa.
just hit the initial attack button over and over again. Not normally in a dungeon or a boss fight, but just like the fact that like half the time I'm just trying to hit an enemy at all. So I'm just like, just hit the same casting item, just press one button the entire dungeon.
If it works, you know? Use that flight. Where is it? Ooh,
Rude.
stinky.
I got eye gooed.
Witching one? What's the witching? Oh. Go fight a group of people and throw it on the ground. And
I keep reading it as the
quickly get
pompadour.
That's very different. Ooh, mimic.
It's a very different one, yeah.
Oh, it's a whole room of mimics.
Uh-oh.
Oh! That's good.
Oh, you
I
turn
hope
them
this
into
doesn't
chicken.
awaken anything in me.
Not the mimics. Nothing sacred to you.
No.
Damn.
It's their fault if they design a monster that's like 80% tongue.
Yeah.
Next, some HP decrease. Well, that's just rude.
Nah. I'll turn that off.
I like how positive it is, though.
The designer of mimics was really just like, the true treasure is the vore we found along the way.
I like the culture of designing alternate mimics. The backpack limit mimic, the spellbook mimic, the house mimic.
It's an idea I wanted to see for Dark Souls. I don't remember if it was my idea or if it was an idea I saw as like a concept that was scrapped that they actually had in mind at some point for Dark Souls 2 or something. But the idea was a ladder mimic.
Yeah.
You start climbing the ladder and then it fucking like coils up like a fucking like a party blower. And the ladder just coils up from beneath you and just pulls you up into the mouth at the top, which you can't like reasonably, you won't reliably be able to like look up at to see if it's there or not. It'd be so upsetting to like think you see a ladder and then look up and there's just a horrible maw at the top, and then you look closer at the ladder and it's like subtly moving and you're like
I do love the fact that FromSoft so traumatized their entire player base with mimics that everyone was expecting one in Elden Ring. It's like, no, wait, it's still coming. I know.
yeah. No,
Even when we got to the DLC.
Even I was saying like, oh, they're gonna save it. They're gonna not do a single mimic in the entire game just to lull us to a false sense of security, and then they're gonna put one in the DLC. I even thought that maybe the DLC would have a mimic boss fight, just to really be like, and there's the payoff. It's just like how throughout their games you think you're finally safe from the fucking basilisks, and then they bring them back again. You're like, no. Which the basilisks are almost never actually that threatening, but you get fucked up by them really bad like once in Dark Souls 1, and that permanently makes you afraid of them. Because Dark Souls 1 also had the worst consequences for getting killed by one. And you're just not ready for them as a concept that early on. Especially with how many people learn the games via Dark Souls 1. So like the basilisk is designed to traumatize you. Whereas if you play like Bloodborne multiplayer with veterans and you're new to it, everyone's just screaming and you don't know why. You're like, what's the big deal? It's just a weird thing with eyes. Why is everyone freaking out? The Nightmare Ogre. One man's Nightmare Ogre is another man's Dream Ogre.
Is that a Shrek joke?
Oh, what's that? That's not a mummy, that's a guy who escaped the ward.
It's a burn victim.
Yeah, it's a burn victim. He just looks like that guy from the Fallout New Vegas DLC. Did we do it? which icon tells you that you're done with a floor again? Is it the key?
The key is the teleporter, but it doesn't change on the map depending on if it's ready or not. I think there's
Because the top
when
left
it's ready.
corner of the map has 2 icons that light up.
Oh, it does. Wow.
So you also don't.
Oh, it's a room full of mimics.
I assumed you would have been looking at that the whole time. Everyone seems to know what they're doing.
I usually just full clear it.
There seems to be an icon for being blinded, and it's like you're a little white silhouette with sunglasses, but it just makes me think of the sunglasses baby from The Hangover.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
You don't
I
need
know I
to.
haven't because I was a huge Zach Galifianakis fan until that movie.
Until that movie?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. He just stopped doing stand-up after that, and so he stopped appearing in front of me.
Hmm.
Weird.
So you weren't a fan because of movies.
No. I don't know if I've seen him in a movie.
Oh, I just knew him from movies, yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
just knew him from stand-up.
And knowing that he did the Between Two Ferns show, but I never saw it.
I saw a couple episodes of that. I saw the one Obama was on. That was awkward.
Why? What did Obama do?
He was promoting their new Medicaid for All thing at the time, I think.
It did that for some reason have Obama and Hillary on it at some point.
I don't know.
Why is it playing my flying theme song?
It's just because your flying theme song is general music.
Yeah, but it's weird to hear it in this context out of nowhere. It's just the soundtrack to a
triumphant.
floor all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah, general music, man.
Is there anything triumphant about what's happening right now? Isn't this just another floor?
Yeah. We're wiping out the plague going on in our dungeon. Someone left the door open overnight and all these monsters got in. We got to get rid of all of them.
It's triumphant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're triumphantly doing your chores like an adult.
In what way?
I don't know.
Can I attack that guy?
Do I look like a guy who does my chores?
You stepped on a silencing trap.
Oh. Well. Silence these nuts.
Twinkle Leader could Asuna you, but Twinkle Leader also stepped on the silencing trap.
Nice.
Dun, dun, ba, 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 ba. Feels like a song from Golden Sun. I wonder if Golden Sun and 1 and 2 are that different, or if the novelty just wore off. Because I feel it's been a few years since I replayed Golden Sun 1 for the channel, but like I thought I had a good time. But Golden Sun 2, I was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here anymore. Do I have to?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even that far in the game, and I'm already dragging my feet. I should just cancel this playthrough and just eat how much time I've put into it already. It's like it's one of the only times. It's like the only time I've done that really specific case of it is that I have enough of a backlog on early access now that I can be putting stuff out on Patreon and be like, yeah, let's check this game out, yeah. And then I'm like, well, it's technically not airing publicly yet. I could just cancel it. I could just be like, you know what? I'm not having fun. I don't want to do this anymore. I just got a tutorial for Phoenix Down. Like 4 years into playing.
Actually useful.
Yeah, I'm like 4 years into playing a Final Fantasy game, and it just introduced Phoenix Downs. That's weird to think about.
Yeah.
Because if Twinkle Leader goes down, we have to use one.
There's an irony where he's clearly the twink of the party.
Mm-hmm. Takes one to delete one. Isn't that how the saying goes?
No. Not at all.
Takes one to break one. Okay.
That's called a nightmare monk, and it's just a fucking octopus. Is this a Lovecraft? Yeah, this is like a love. This is kind of like a Lovecraft themed dungeon, which makes the music weirder.
Oh.
I understand the music theming even less now. Oh my god, that Gabagoo looks like he's seen better days.
Yeah, it's like an undead one. Oh, he's the one with the Bellamar, though.
Or like Gaba.
Watching you hard quit Black Myth Wukong was pretty wild. It was miserable.
Yeah, no amount of internet trolls could
that game didn't
gaslight
feel
me into
good
thinking
to
that was a good
play.
game.
Every level was such torture. It's really, I mean, it's really hard to come back in Black Myth Wukong from just how insufferable that entire like ghost level is, I guess, with the bells. Where there's just like a stage-wide hazard that fucks with you at random intervals, and it seems to not respect you even respawning. So if you die and respawn and the timing doesn't affect that, is affected by that, you can spawn in the stage hazard, I think, if I remember correctly. And they had like 2 different boss fights that felt like they were basically cheating with how they were designed. And then I got to the next area with the snow, and it's just right back in another completely insufferable boss fight. I'm like, there's not even levels anymore in this game.
I have to wonder if a lot of the positive reception is just for the IP. Is it weird to call it an IP?
I don't think it automatically has a massive fan base just for being Journey to the West, because there's a million Journey to the West things. I
kickstarted the high quality ones.
Like I kickstarted a Journey to the West comic, and I don't think that comic was very popular. Like,
all right, what are you talking about? Everyone loves Dragon Ball.
no, not that one. that one is older than me. And Kickstarter.
It's crazy you're disrespecting the ball like that.
Disrespect the ball. It's just a combination. I think it's a combination of like, yes, the aspect of like it was a game from China, so it was heavily marketed and pushed by local governments and so on, which led to the perception of it being extremely good because of all the ratings. And then to some extent, people make it a weird culture war thing. There's a combination of like gamers that just are toxic in response to any level of criticism of a thing that they got hyped for any reason. And then
their hype game was on point with those trailers.
Yeah, and then there's people that just like, it turns into a culture war thing where like they think that the left wants you to hate this game, and then it becomes like, oh well, now it doesn't matter what's in the game because they're just gonna force themselves to cheer for it.
They've decided it is on their side.
I wish I could understand that, because I feel like it's something like you could probably combat it better if you could empathize enough to understand what it is that you're gaining from believing in that sort of thing.
I've also
but it just doesn't make any rational sense.
When people like engage with a certain level of like, if it just has the right level of hype or graphical fidelity that they kind of already think they like the game, then it doesn't really matter how it ends up playing. Just a weird thing I've experienced a lot of times.
Who's gonna transform?
Like, I was hyped for the game because I knew that it was full of giant furries.
Yeah.
So like I was biased in favor of the game. I'm like, I want to play a Souls-like full of giant furries.
Like more so than most Journey.
They show you a giant Bara horseman who's chained to a pillar. And he's like, he's like a polite, blithe type. Like, oh, adventurer, help me! My titties are getting tired, stuck to this pillar here. And I'm like, I don't even.
What?
I literally never saw that guy again because I couldn't bring myself to play it anymore. I was just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can't be saved by having a giant werewolf boss fight at the beginning. Can't carry any more elegant tombstones. Stop making fun of me. Next floor?
Yeah.
Oh.
41 through 50.
We're getting there.
It's ultimately hard to untangle who likes the game for what reasons and why, and also whether or not that person, what each person's like background is with gaming in general, like what their standards are, whether or not they actually played the game, either at all or all the way through.
That sounds crazy. I don't. What?
There's a lot of people that
you haven't played a thing. What are you?
There's a lot of people who will play like a few hours of a game and then recommend it, and then also kind of be weirdly ride or die for it, but also never finish it.
Yeah.
And so they literally
don't.
That's kind of bonkers.
They just won't kind of know what you're even talking about when you talk about the later things you're complaining about because they won't have experienced it.
Yeah, like what do you? How? Okay.
Well, there's just no standard for having an opinion.
Like,
you just have an opinion about anything.
No, that's actually not true. I mean, you could do
literally
technically
true.
you can do. Okay, you can literally do anything.
It's objectively
Nothing
true.
holds you back from doing anything. I'm saying that there are bad opinions. Like that's just kind of how it works.
That was the premise of the conversation, but that's nothing can stop them.
And you should not be allowed to have them.
And
like we should stop people
and
from
the
having
other thing about the
them.
internet is you never know where anyone's coming from when they have any opinion. Just like how I often just wish that I could just know how old people are that I'm encountering online, just because I could know like, oh, this is a 13-year-old. I should just not listen to them. Or I should not engage this conversation. I should not care if they're being a weird dick or whatever, because they have a dumb, tiny brain and they need to be in the oven for longer.
This is why bulletin boards used to show birthdays.
Yeah. There are many downsides to being for being able to see people's ages too, but
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think about how many Twitter controversies and call-outs would be defanged by just seeing that the original poster's 14. That's calling people out, and you're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't listen to this person.
Yeah, but that takes away the distraction, so you know.
Blinded.
That's less fun.
I'm not that blinded. I can see.
But what can you see?
What can you? Yeah, what if you can't see what you don't know you can't see?
Thinking about that time I watched the Squid Games reality show.
Oh, okay. I was like, the what?
They made a Squid Games reality show based on the original show, and to its credit, it was better than Beast Game's shitty one.
I was gonna say they copied Mr. Beast. That's crazy.
They're the ones that have Squid Game. Mr. Beast's Squid Game video is genuinely terrible. It was my first Mr. Beast video, and I'm like, I'm never watching this channel again. This is terrible. And that's
kind of crazy, actually.
I think it might still be his most famous video ever. Like it was such a big deal, supposedly. What an amazing achievement! I literally got more entertainment out of the behind-the-scenes video that William Osman made about how he made the squibs.
You're not, but I feel like you're not a big reality TV person in general, though. Yeah.
I'm the target audience.
Reality TV?
I like Squid Game.
No, it's not Squid Game though. It's a reality TV show.
It's not really reality TV either. Have you seen it?
Do you like watching poor people suffer?
Have you watched Have you watched Mr. Beast's Squid Game?
Not the whole way through. I watched one episode.
It's only one video.
It was.
This is not. This is not the. No, not the Amazon show.
You mean the show?
No.
Oh.
Mr. Beast's Squid Game. It's from years ago.
I thought you meant the show.
He tried to recreate the sets of Squid Game and stuff. Now look who's got opinions without seeing the thing.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about a different thing. I have not seen that. I have no opinions. I don't fucking care about that. That's a bunch of YouTubers. Sounds like drama.
The show looks like garbage. No, it was not a bunch of YouTubers. At least as far as I know. At least it genuinely had like 500 and whatever people, like the original show did. So it was incomprehensible who was on Mr. Beast's show.
It wasn't just a bunch of influencers trapped in the desert.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. Since they needed so many people, I don't think they bothered with recognizable faces. But I also don't know who's recognizable anymore on YouTube, because I don't recognize them. But no, it was a terrible thing because, like, one, it had a two-pronged problem. One, all of the Squid Game games are bad games to genuinely do for a competition. Like,
because
they're all
that was kind of fair.
They're extremely unfair and frequently arbitrary, and they basically just exist to facilitate the drama that the fictional show wants.
Yeah, but it's also just like
having real people compete at the glass bridge is so stupid because it's just a bunch of people being forced to go left or right at an arbitrary order and then they get eliminated. The fucking how unfilmable the entire processes of doing the fucking the honey wax thing.
Oh yeah,
just almost every step of that.
The cookie cutout or whatever.
Yeah, almost every part of Squid Game is like unfilmable for drama and so on. But like on top of being bad games to watch people compete at, it had the additional problem, which is that Mr. Beast didn't understand reality television. So the characters didn't have, the people in the show weren't characters. They didn't have narratives. There was no through line.
Oh.
They didn't like have a million shots of everything so that they could know who was going to win at the end or who the final contestants would be, and then like, oh, we got to give those people screen time so that we know who they are by the end, and like, you know, build up individual sub arcs of like, oh, like get people invested in this person so that they care when that person loses in episode 4 or whatever. They didn't do any of that. They just filmed it like it was genuinely just a 500 random people that you don't know. So by the time you get to the final challenge, which they replaced with musical chairs because nobody understands what Squid Game is, so they just made it musical chairs at the end. It's musical chairs between people that you literally don't recognize. So you're like, what was the point of this entire video? Like, genuine, fundamental inability to create a show. And then everyone fucking praised it so much, and I'm like, no, this is a shitty video. I don't care how expensive it was. It's a terrible video. It's literally more entertaining to watch William Osmond's behind-the-scenes video, because he's the guy they hired to make the squibs that blow up in their shirts to imply that they died when they get eliminated. And so he had to figure out how to, in like a month, make like 600 squibs, which is an insane undertaking. And he was running like a little sweatshop of a handful of other like engineering YouTubers and like having to figure out how to source way too many parts than you can ever buy from any particular source and so on. And like that video has a narrative through line and drama and like ups and downs and all these like developments. It's genuinely entertaining, and it's the only thing that good that came out of that entire project is that the production was enough of an undertaking that those people were also YouTubers, and they made a good YouTube video because they know how to make good YouTube videos. But my fucking hot take about Mr. Beast is he doesn't know how to make a good YouTube video. He just knows how to make like clickbait. But like it's fundamentally terribly structured, terribly written garbage content every time. It's never a good video. It's so consistent. He has no idea how to make a good video. It doesn't work as like a good thumbnail. Yeah, like it doesn't work as a reality TV show thing. It doesn't work as a competition thing. It's never as good as like Fear Factor from fucking 20 years ago.
That's crazy.
It's true. Because there was a big controversy over
Fear Factor.
There was a big controversy about Mr. Beast recently about him like lighting someone on fire. He's like, run into that. He's like, yeah. He's like, run into that burning building to get the money. And I'm like, there's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't be doing that. For safety reasons, because even if that guy is a trained stuntman, you're giving him a financial incentive to risk his life and keep risking going in for more. And anybody that needs money might actually endanger themselves even when they know that they shouldn't, because they can get more money. And there's just like a number of reasons. Like I'm like up front, I'm like, behind the scenes, you've got to promise this guy the full amount of money and then just have him just pretend to care in the show, right? Because if he genuinely is going to get the money based on his performance, he might die. You might genuinely have a fucking fatality on your hands, which is a nightmare. But every step of the way, the challenges make no sense. They don't build correctly. Half of them just give up and recreate and like recycle previous ideas. Some of them are just massive fucking wet farts that just completely land with no like they have the initial concept of him running to the burning building in the first minute, and then they have almost nothing that can match that for the rest of like the 10 to 20 minute video, and it's the rest of it's just like tedious to sit through because it's genuinely all he knows how to do is make a title and thumbnail and kind of a hook, like, oh, this is gonna be crazy, right? And then he never actually delivers on a good video.
Damn.
It's so consistent. it was a breath of fresh air to watch the fucking Squid Games reality TV show, because that show, you know, had characters. They realized like, oh yeah, like we can build these and that arcs here and there and so on. It definitely got fucked over by the fact that they had certain characters that were really good for the show, but then abruptly get eliminated by the and so like they just have to give up on the fact that that guy got eliminated, even though he was so good for the drama. And that it really fucks up their through lines and just kind of reinforces why it's just better to just watch the actual fictional show. But it was, at least they knew what a reality TV show was and why you make it. So it's completely unsurprising to me that Mr. Beast's Amazon show is a huge flop that no one liked or watched, and it lost fucking millions of dollars. It's because he doesn't know how to make a show. He obviously doesn't know how to make a show. Anyone could have watched his stuff and be like, oh, he can't make a show. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a fucking like 24-year-old with fake teeth. That's all he is.
I mean, that would be if, yeah. It's rough. It's rough.
Him replacing his teeth is crazy to me. I mean, it's his body, whatever, but like rich people always start doing crazy stuff to their bodies because they're insecure about this or that thing, and they start like they become unrecognizable really quickly, and I'm like, your face is your brand. Like, your teeth,
Beastars Mayor
you
smile.
have a very specific smile, and you replaced it. That's crazy. Your face is on every thumbnail for your job. Why would I genuinely saw him later and was like, I don't know who he is. I didn't realize it was Mr. Beast. A guy whose face is inflicted on me against my will on a daily basis, even if I don't watch his content, which I almost never do. And then suddenly one day I see him and I don't know it's him because his face changed so much. Because that's what changing your teeth does. Not just the visible part of your teeth, but like changes the shape of your head based on how your jaws fit together and everything. Like he looks like a different person. He looks like
I've never heard
person.
of this. When did he do this?
I don't know. I'm not a biographer.
What?
When did you notice it?
Like, what? What?
I noticed it this year, I think.
Okay. Well, it's not like I look at Mr. Beast every day, or even
it's
every
funny because we
year.
based Melvin on Mr. Beast, but our problem is we keep humanizing Melvin and making him a sympathetic character. And Mr. Beast has ever since then gone in the opposite direction with like so many like allegations and being like, I put a bunch of poor people in fire. That's like half of the premises of his videos and shit. And you're like, I don't like this guy. Our fucking naivety was giving Mr. Beast a redemption arc.
Mm-hmm.
Big Joel did a takedown of the Beast games. That was excellent. Honestly, it wasn't. I thought that video was terrible. That was the worst Big Joel video I've seen in years. Fucking coming out guns blazing at YouTubers in this Final Fantasy stream no one's gonna watch.
I think that's the only Big Joel video I've seen.
What? Oh god, I gotta show you at least something that is representative of why he's interesting. That video sucks. Big Joel's video on Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. So Big Joel made 2 really bad videos in like the last year or so. One of them was his Mr. Beast Games video. The room you ran into had the monster in it.
Oh.
The Big Joel made 2 really bad videos in the last year, which is uncharacteristic of him. But he was clearly doing some like make the video long for the sake of the algorithm Quentin reviews stuff. So he made a video about the Disney Channel movies, like all of them, and then I made a video about the Mr. Beast show. And in both cases, it's just like him linearly recapping all of it in excruciating detail for way too long. So any points that he has are so diluted across so much long, boring video. It's just genuinely hard to pay attention to those 2 videos when he normally has captivating scripts. Because videos are normally like written, and he has a point, and he's getting to that point immediately, and just saying what he needs to support that. But it's always a bad sign when somebody's like, I need to say what happens in every episode of this show, or every challenge of this show. Like, when you make yourself be like, I'm gonna review every I'm gonna give you a score of how good or bad every single individual Mr. Beast game is, or I'm gonna tell you exactly how good or bad every DCOM is. It's like, well, what about all the ones where you don't have shit to say? You're still gonna waste my time for 5 minutes about every single one of those, huh? I think about that's how I started the script for my Beast Complex videos. I wrote something about literally every single chapter of Beast Complex, but it's an anthology. And ultimately I was like, well, the form of this is going to be ultimately a queer reading probably again. And there's a bunch of chapters that I just kind of don't have that much to say, or I feel like whatever I kind of just have like a little bit of a take, but it's just not that it's just not that interesting. And also a bunch of them just don't support the queer reading. They're just kind of irrelevant, unrelated takes, just about other thoughts and so on. And all of those would have really diluted the point of the entire video, so I cut them. I cut out like half of the chapters of Beast Complex because they just weren't relevant to the video I was making, and so it was a better video.
See, you're trying to make videos, not content.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but think of how much money you lost by doing that.
me having standards is why most of my videos don't get done, but that's also all the problems where I'm bad at my job.
Never mind, I don't think I've seen any Big Joel videos, because I don't see a red bar under any of them.
Damn. Get fucked, Big Joel. Henry.
Jesus.
I was about to jokingly say, if that is your real name, then remember that it's not. A surprising number of YouTubers have a human name as their name, and it's not their name.
Yeah, Sebastian.
I know. Admittedly, that hasn't really been my visible name. It's just been my URLs and stuff, and handles, and increasingly isn't. Yeah, I think Big Joel's named Henry. Jacksepticeye is named, I forgot. His name's not Jack.
It's not Septic?
Yes, his parents named him Septic.
Of the Dublin Septiceyes.
Yeah, basically, almost nobody should basically ever do like I'm gonna talk about every single one of these things videos, especially when it's Sean.
Oh fuck.
Jacksepticeye's name is Sean.
Sean. That's
Sean was
very
already taken in BreadTube, so he couldn't have it.
Oh god, it's another mimic.
Jacksepticeye's not a bread tuber.
Yeah, but the BreadTubers are more famous than him.
So he can't be named Sean.
Yeah, but it's a pecking order.
That is a wild thing about Sean, is that his name's...
I hit 2 explosives in a row.
He's dead.
Brutal.
Twig, help me.
It is wild that his username is just Sean. Admittedly, it used to be Sean and Jen. Phoenix. I think they had a falling out, though.
What? Who are you talking?
It's fine. You find the Phoenix? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm Phoenix up now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Uppies. Anyway, we got on a really big tangent. It was because we got blinded. And I was thinking about the fact that like there's a part of the Squid Game. It was one of the tragic things that they're fucked on the Squid Game reality show is that clearly a guy cheated. There's clearly a blindfold challenge, which is always a bad idea to have a blindfold challenge, especially if it's not going to be like a giant bucket blindfold that totally engulfs your head or some shit. And this guy definitely could see out of the blindfold. Like there's a bit where they're all sitting in a circle, I think, at tables.
Wait, someone cheated on
the Squid Game reality show. And it was late too. It was like the penultimate challenge or something. There's a thing where people take turns having to betray people, and everyone's blindfolded, and the one person that's not blindfolded has to like walk out and like place this thing on the table in front of somebody to mark them as being betrayed, and then the person who's being betrayed has to guess who betrayed them, and if they guess correctly, then the betrayer is eliminated, and if they guess incorrectly, then they're eliminated. So it should be a total crapshoot. You should have such a low chance of saving yourself. which is also just like an unfair, terrible challenge for a reality show, really. But
I mean, I can sense the drama in it, though. There's some pretty good drama.
A lot of the Squid Game
there.
show was really cruel in its drama, in a way that was like the show that it was based on. But there's a part where I think this one guy in that challenge gets betrayed like 3 or 4 times, and he gets the person who did it every time.
What?
And it's like he could see
every time.
He definitely cheated.
That's
somehow.
crazy.
He absolutely could like. He had a method of some sort. Some people were theorizing that he could like smell the perfume on the ladies or some shit like that and tell who they were. And I'm like,
what? That sounds conspiratorial.
Like he's being like he's being all showboaty while he's like.
What like
he's all like being showboaty and building like drama as he's picking who's gonna like get it and stuff. Like he's being dramatic about it. I'm like, oh, he fucking knows. He just knows. He totally.
What are you, a Yu-Gi-Oh villain?
Yeah, I'm completely sure that he could just see through the nose area of the blindfold or something, and he was able to identify the women that betrayed him based on like their nail polish or something, like them actually having different looking hands, and it being that like on the nose. I think it was that fucked. And the show, I think the people that made the show on some level kind of maybe knew that they fucked up, but it was too late.
Oh yeah, cutscenes.
I don't understand why. Oh yeah.
They don't have voice acting though. It's weird.
Oh.
They both state are welcome. What do you mean?
Am I not welcome here?
Teehee.
Kill it with fire. I'm actually surprised that there wasn't even a more strict. I don't know. No one tested this idea.
It's just constantly. It's just a ramshackle. Oh, I goofed it. Oh.
Good thing you can't run off.
Wait, is this not actually a hazard? Huh. They so consistently kill you for stuff like that in these fights. Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
In too deep 5.
Cause I'm in too deep. Why did we murder this woman?
A question you don't need the answer to.
But we couldn't see that.
We were like weirdly cool with doing that. And I don't know if we have the narrative context for why we did it. Oh, Hero, so good to see you. I've started anew as an adventurer, just as I promised. Would that Avira could see me now. Who are you? But how did I come to be in this place? I remember falling in a robed figure. So did we know that she was already dead?
I don't remember, I'll be honest with you.
Is this a reference to 1.0?
Oh.
Edda slain. Don't be you're a little too psyched about that. Wait. She's from the very beginning of the game. Oh, that was 4 years ago.
But also the initial quest you get for Palace of the Dead explains this, and we didn't do that because you had already started it, and you can't replay it.
Yeah, I thought we'd never come here, so I just went through it at the time. And I didn't read it then either. But even then, I think I unlocked this dungeon like 2 years ago, and then bounced off it when I immediately got obliterated. We did it! We killed the Palace of Dead. We're good at video games.
Whoa. Good enough.
Is there a reason to keep going?
I don't know.
What? Is there a reason to keep going?
Nope, Twink Leader has to go. I think we have to quit then, right? Because you have to stick with the same party.
Yep. So we can stop there.
No.
It just keeps going without story after that.
Doop-doop. It's raining. We can go to a different tower, I think.
Yep.
That mentions Heaven on High. Is that the next one?
Yep. That's in Sakazuki.
Sakazuki.
The not Japan area.
We had the Squid Game show actually had some really clever little subversions because they knew they could fuck with you for knowing the show, and they could fuck with the contestants for knowing the show. It's like, you know the wax thing, and you know that, like, oh, those shapes are good and those shapes are bad if you're trying to get through this, obviously. So if you get into a room that looks like that, you're gonna be like, well, I want to line up next to the good shape, obviously. They did the cruelest thing I could imagine, which is that they have everyone line up in 4 lines, but then they take the front person from each line into the next room, and those 4 people have like 1 minute or 5 minutes or something to like decide which line will get which shape. And if they fail to come to a consensus, all 4 of them are eliminated, and then the next person at the front of each line is brought in there to do the same thing. And so you're like,
what? Wait, what? They all have to agree on which line gets what shape?
Which means that they have to make an agreement where one of them will be dooming their entire line to have the fucking umbrella that's like impossible. And it's like you have a couple minutes to decide, and if you don't decide, all 4 of you are eliminated and are off the show. So you're off either way in that case. But if you acquiesce and surrender your team to the umbrella, then that's an entire line of people that would be blaming you for what comes next for the rest of the show. Like, you're gonna so many people, you'll be dooming so many people, and those people will all hate you for the rest of the show, and they could be affecting you in future challenges and so on. Just deeply stressful. Like, I think several entire waves person, of people all get eliminated. No, it's not. It's the entire line. The line you're representative of like, is doomed to the shape that you get stuck in.
But you don't need it. It is an individual challenge. Like, you only pass if who gives a shit? Take the fucking star. If you're confident enough that you could do it, just take the star. I would have been like, yeah, give me the star.
You need the other
you guys can decide
people
what the fuck.
to agree on who gets the star, who gets the umbrella.
Yeah,
and no one will agree.
What's the shittiest one? Get fine.
The umbrella is so fucked up.
Nobody would.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Take it though, so no one will agree.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking get out because we're having the shittiest childhood argument. It's a video. It's like a fucking game. I'm not gonna lose my chance because the 3 idiots can't agree on anything. It's stupid. I'll take the bad one, and everybody who can't do it probably shouldn't be here anyways.
Andrew was the fool that you hoped to be matched with. That would just jump on the worst thing and be like, yeah, fuck it. And then just doom himself.
I mean, that's fine.
But yeah, I think
the alternative is I get out anyways. What do you mean? I don't have a choice.
I think like 6 or 8 entire waves of people got eliminated just in the choosing phase because they couldn't get through that part. And then the guy who finally did cave for Umbrella immediately just understood how mad everyone was at him and was just like visibly like dry heaving for the entire challenge. The entire time that he had to do the Umbrella, he was like, this whole part where it's actually really gross because the part where you try to from the show to try to spit in it, but he had like the entire thing full of saliva all the way overflowing because he was like actually like dry heaving and like going just over and over again
for the cookie. That'll help.
Just for the entire challenge, like he was just it's like genuinely horrible to watch. Like it's like watching humans suffering to a degree that I'm like, I don't know if I want to. And then all the people in the all the people talking about it on Reddit, just like, the guy was so gross. What a fucking loser. I'm like, I wanted to cry. That guy was fucking going through it. Jesus Christ. I'm the only guy that feels bad for him. Apparently, everyone else just hated him for being gross. And I'm like, this show's made for evil people to watch. Jesus. Ugh. Anyway, I want to finish that dumb thought in the episode that the tower is in, probably, because I should probably make a new video for this next bit.